Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. If you're returning back here, have a little bit of sage, get into your Zen state of mind, keeping yourself in alignment by way of a high frequency. As you come into Spiritual Court, I hope that all is well. We're going to tap into the apostolic and or prophetic realms. We are Daniel in the lion's den, and the lion is absolutely helping, aiding, and abetting us by way of clearing our destinies out, right? Meaning clearing out our destinies, airing them out with things that just don't need to be there. Yeah. Ogun energy, machete energy, clearing the path. I heard the path is clear, okay? I also got a download, y'all. It was real interesting. I don't know who this is for, okay? But take what resonates and leave the rest. Somebody's twin is trying to get their life together and leave all these hoes alone. That's what I heard in that order. So somebody's twin, whoever this person is, you made a really great impression on their life, and they're really doing everything in their power to get their life together and leave all these hoes alone. Maybe they had a whole bunch of hoe cakes around them. I don't know. Let's just see. Clarify this twin energy. Yeah, karma. Okay, this is coming up in the reverse. So, there's somebody that you left behind, okay? A kindred spirit, somebody that you had a soulmate contract with. Whatever the deal, whatever the case, you could have upheld your end of the deal. Maybe somebody did not. And now karma is letting them know that, listen, whether you're around or not, whoever you are that walked away, this person's got to sit down with themselves and get their life together. And leave them hoes alone. That's what I heard. Okay, well, let's just see. Clarify. Get your life together. Leave those hoes alone. Get your life together. Leave those hoes alone. Get your life together, man, and leave them hoes alone. What's going on? Yeah, secrets in the reverse. This could have been karmic relationships. So something's getting exposed, okay? Whatever the case, secrets are coming out. Let's just see. And somebody's out here feeling like, not too good, okay? I anticipate these energies are primarily for the person that you left behind. It says divine masculine at the bottom of the deck. This is the only other card that was flipped over. So this could be a divine masculine? Let's see. Let me pull one more card. Holy Spirit, beautiful angels, can you please assist me with one more card? Got to get my life together. Leave these hoes alone. What's the energy? Self-love. Yeah, listen. Self-love, it says. I feel like your twin, where have you been? They gotta get their life together and leave these hoes alone. It's really nothing else to say. That is the energy. Okay, overall energy. This is a divine masculine. Maybe this person was going through some type of a karmic cycle. As I split the deck, we got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So you are absolutely somebody's wish fulfillment. Somebody knows that they have to come correct or they can't come at all, is what I just heard. That's what's up. It's like come correct or don't come at all. Well, that's a good thing. That means that somebody's learned a lesson. Yeah, this person's going through the dark night of the soul. They could be telepathically reaching out to you or something like that, energetically. Although you've closed out this contract, okay? Yeah, they're going through a tower. This person's coming to the realization that all they ever needed really was self-love. And this could have just been the reason that you encountered this person. This could have been the reason that the universe allowed you to encounter this person. Maybe that was all you had to do by way of satisfying your spiritual contract. Yeah, it's over. I can't make it up. You got the world. This is the thing. When there's endings, okay, there's always new beginnings. When this door closes, whatever this is, or those doors have closed, that simply means that the universe is opening up a new door. A new cycle is emerging. So somebody's got to be brand new. If they want to open up a new cycle, yeah, they got to be brand new. Whew. Going deep into the psyche, honey. Don't go in there alone. Take your guardian angels with you. Take your higher self. Who knows the way? 9 of Swords is stress, anxiety. Possibly, somebody's feeling like shit. That's what the card says. They're not feeling up to par energetically. It's not easy going into the dark night of the soul, having those awakenings. But it's necessary. Yeah, this person is stressed out. Ooh. Somebody's saying, gotta get my life together. Leave these hoes alone. Yeah, get your life together, sir. Wherever you are truly a divine masculine. That is your spiritual contract, irregardless to these karmic cycles and you, I mean, obviously not being able to leave these hoes alone, whatever that means to you. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Somebody's ready to be happy. It's starting with self-love, but with secrets, I feel like they could be hiding that. Hiding the fact that they want to change from who? Themselves? You ever seen somebody try to hide something from themselves? It puts you in the Nine of Swords. Why are you doing it to yourself? And the Ten of Wands. It's stress. Don't do that. Yeah, this person needs to go through a full, like, spiritual overhaul. And nobody's going to implement that but them. Yeah, get your life together. Leave the hoes alone. Clarify secrets and leaving the hoes alone. Clarify the secrets and leaving the hoes alone. This is definitely a divine masculine. This person is ready. The Empress energy. I can't even take this away from whatever they're working on within themselves. Why is the Nine of Swords there and the Ten of Wands then? Because somebody feels like this new version of them is somebody like you're the only person that they want to offer this new version of themselves to. Yeah. So although this person is going through some type of an awakening, they could have missed an opportunity to offer you this best version of themselves. Self-love. Maybe they're loving on themselves. Maybe they're working out. Maybe they're eating better. Maybe they're not staying up late. Maybe they're getting off the phone and meditating and praying or something. Somebody's doing something different. Whatever it is, it's working. However, somebody feels as though with the Two of Cups, yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. Clarify. They can't stop thinking about you. Two of Cups, yeah. This person's isolated, y'all, but in a healthy way. It's almost like they're setting boundaries, okay? But in that, they have to admit that they could have possibly missed an opportunity with you, okay? Virgo energy, Hermit energy is like going within, being honest with yourself, even when that's difficult, right? Clarify, clean your life up, divine masculine. And you're leaving the hoes alone. Clarify that. What's going on? Yeah, in order to get a victory, I feel like this person's letting people go. Being very selective, possibly abstaining from sex. What's the Nine of Swords then? Clarify. Somebody only sees a win with you. Victory. Six of Wands and the Two of Cups and the Hermit. They're keeping this to themselves with the Moon. They could be hiding this. What's behind the Moon? What's the secrets with the Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands and the Moon? King of Wands energy. Somebody's like, I feel like this person really wants to talk to you. I do. Yeah, I feel like they really want to talk to you and they're being forced to kind of go within. If this was the kind of person that always needed somebody's advice on something and they couldn't think for themselves, you know, there's times when we do need other people's advice or we consider it, right? If this person was that kind of person, like always calling other people, not really thinking for themselves, they're being forced to face themselves. And it's almost like they want to have a conversation with you and kind of tell you about what's going on. And they're being very, very selective with who they deal with. Two of Cups and the Hermit. And they're hiding the fact that they want some form of a victory with you. Wow. Clarify. Feeling like shit. Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Because they want you, is all I could say. Somebody could be wanting to come towards you with the Two of Wands. This could also be somebody like thinking about the future, maybe later on down the line. They could be saying that, but I feel like somebody's doubting something. Somebody's trying to see what is the future going to look like, okay? Because somebody really wants to be with you. With the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands and the Moon, they're hiding this. Clarify this Two of Wands. This person could be relocating. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to plan out life. Ten of Pentacles. This person could be focused on their money. They could have recovered from some type of financial loss. What's the Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands? They're looking for you. Somebody wants to find you. Something like that. With the Five of Wands, there's conflict. What's the Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands, and are these the hoes that somebody needs to leave alone? Okay, let's see. Clarify Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, these might be the hoes they might need to leave alone. and get their life together. There could be some type of outside competition. What's the Tower? 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Yeah, and the 9 of Swords. There's conflict, there's arguing. I feel like this person, the more they grow, whoever this masculine is, they can see just how, how do I want to say this? Incompatible, not compatible with these people. And I feel like they're harboring some type of feeling or a need to reconcile with you, and they're hiding it. So it's also, yeah, it's like, it's almost like somebody waiting to erupt with emotions. And because you're not around, they could be spazzing out on people around them with the Tower. Yeah, there's some type of communication here. This could be back and forth text messages, them getting calls from people they don't want to talk to. Somebody's just irritated. Somebody's outgrown a group of people. They've outgrown the Heauxs. Somebody is literally focused, 2 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, on what the future's going to look like. Somebody's like, I got to get my life together. Yeah, judgment. I cannot make this up. This person is being called to ascend by the universe and adhere to the parts about themselves that need to change. This person feels defeated in these situations with whoever these people are. Maybe somebody was a player. Maybe, maybe they was just for the hoes. Maybe somebody was for the streets, for the community D. Donating D to whomever would, get a little D. But here's the thing. Somebody is like not happy with that. They're growing up. Hermit energy. The more they go within, they have to admit to some type of connection with you. Even though you could have moved away, because with the 2 of Wands, it gives me this feeling like somebody's like, where you at? Yeah, it's like, tell me, have you seen her? I hear her voice everywhere I go, on the streets and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Do they still call the movies the picture show? Somebody's looking for you. Page of Pentacles. They could be fighting with a person they got a child with. Okay, maybe there's a child involved. Okay, I don't know. 5 of Wands, that's a lot of people. Okay, somebody could have a child's mother. Somebody could have a couple of girlfriends or a couple of scraggling people that maybe, they play this little toxic game with back and forth, but somebody's exhausted. 5 of Swords, they're not even responding to these messages. Look, 8 of Wands is correspondence, text messages, phone calls. 5 of Swords, somebody's like, these arguments are becoming predictable. Okay, I feel like they always have been predictable, but somebody was keeping toxic ties, and now they don't want to do that. Clarify this masculine. Clarify this person. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come in and give some type of a love offer. Maybe start slow. Excuse me. You got the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody could be saving their money so that they have something to offer before they come in and ask for some type of reconciliation. Show me the chosen one. Show me the divine feminine. Yeah, you've balanced something out, okay? So you moved away from this contract, obviously. And you balanced something out. You're in this self-love energy. I feel like this person's mirroring you right now at this time. The 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Somebody's stressed out from somebody that they have a child with. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This could also represent child support. And somebody's trying to save in the middle of all of this to possibly leave with the 2 of Wands and start a new beginning and go somewhere other than where they're at. With the 4 of Pentacles, somebody's saving their money. The Moon, they're keeping silent about this. They're moving in silence. Yeah, Emperor to the King of Wands, big fire sign energy. Clarify the divine feminine. What's going on? Yeah, you're in this Hierophant energy. So you're somebody that's already gone through your awakening to the capacity enough that you can kind of feel that this person needs to go through their own awakening. Maybe energetically you can pick up on them even though you've walked away and closed out a cycle. This is a soulmate contract though. Clarify the chosen feminine. Who's this person? Who's this person with the Hierophant? Yeah, you're in this you're in this setting boundaries energy, divine feminine. You're even coming up as a King of Swords, which represents your emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, making a head over heart decision, unbiased ruling. The sword is about speaking truth. You know, the sword is the ace of swords. You're coming up masculine, though, to be quite honest, feminine. Okay, so for whatever reason you feel this is how you need to be with this person. Yeah, this is your person. This is your soulmate. I know, right? 4 Wands. It's an intense connection. You got the King of Swords. So if feminine, you're approaching this situation energetically with this person in the Hierophant King of Swords energy. It's giving tough love. It's giving self-love. It's giving you know better what your twin needs from you than your twin realizes. Which is really you just kind of surrendering this person to the universe and themselves. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, they got to cry it out, you know, figure it out, admit the truth, you know, maybe stop doing some things or, yeah, recognizing these toxic cycles and situations. Somebody's arguing with people. There's a lot of stress going on. 4 Wands, this is absolutely your soulmate. You know it. You're aware of it. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration, consultation. This person could be talking to people about you. What's going on with the 3 of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? Page of Wands. Somebody's getting some type of divination. They also could be watching you trying to get information with the 3 of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. Oh, my goodness. Clarify this divine feminine. Yeah. The Hangman. You could be seeing something from a different perspective. Okay? Something like that. The Hangman energy. This is like the understanding of a spiritual soulmate contract. You were sent into this person's life to do more for them than they could have ever done for you, divine feminine. That's what I heard. But now that cycle's over, this person wants a new contract. It's almost like a self-sufficient, self-love contract. This is not the same guy that you were called to help, possibly. Something about your arrival in their life is what I just heard. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Yeah, the Sun. Yeah, you brought some type of awakening. I mean, you know what this is giving me, honestly? This is like Scorpio energy. Like, you know, that Scorpio energy is like when you enter somebody's life and you're in this high vibration, Hierophant, higher understanding, very intelligent, King of Swords air energy, okay? And this is you as a feminine. It's almost like you understand that a death was inevitable. And you could have also processed that the only way for this to have happened was for you to close out the cycle. I feel like pulling the rug from under this person is forcing them to go within. It's really, you know, it is an extreme circumstance, to be quite honest. However, I feel like, yeah, this is what this person needed. I feel like the universe is intervening in a way that is very obvious, almost bombarding this person with their karma. 4 of Cups. You could have felt like you missed an opportunity, divine feminine, with this person, with the Sun's energy. You came in to illuminate things. You came in with a lot of light and love around you, okay? And somebody could have also put you in competition. Yeah, I gotta get my life together, leave these hoes alone. Somebody was fooling around with some hoes, some 304s. I don't know. Listen, you got the 4 of Cups. You could have felt like this is a missed opportunity. Clarify, but I feel like you're seeing something different now. Why are you seeing something different now? What's going on? You're guarded though, okay? Whatever this was deeply rooted in your core, okay? This could have been a betrayal because I see you coming up as the wounded warrior, but also very guarded over your emotions and your life. Possibly setting a boundary. You are. The King of Swords gives boundary. The King of Swords is like, here are the ramifications. Let's clarify qualifications in order to cross this line that is my boundary. You have very certain, like, for sure, you know, United States of Self, Constitution, rules, ironclad, I just heard, of what is required before somebody crosses your threshold. Energetically, Page of Cups, this person wants to apologize, okay? Clarify what's going on, karma. Yeah. This person is watching you. I feel like this is this divine masculine, and maybe that's why they're in the 9 of Swords. I'm going to pull from some other cards and just see what we get. So we got the Page of Swords, which is gathering information, Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Somebody could be consulting with somebody. Okay. Somebody could be getting a reading. Interesting. I feel like this person is a really good divine masculine. They feel like shit though, okay? That card is standing out. Why do they feel like shit? Because they could have put you in competition with some people with that Five of Wands in the Tower. And I feel like the Tower is you realizing that your work was done and you walked away. Yeah, type of energy. Let's just see. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels. Yeah, look, you're still coming up as very guarded. There's somebody that you invested in. So you had a certain level of expectation, right? At a minimum, like, yeah, for somebody to at least be decent and in order, right? But again, that starts with self-love. So somebody had too much going on all at the same time. And I feel like you came to that realization because you're still coming up as very guarded. Yeah, you're guarded, divine feminine. Let's just see what's going on. Clarify divine feminine energy. What's going on? Yeah, Page of Swords. You're aware that this person is watching you. Are you watching this person too? Clarify divine feminine with the Page of Swords. Somebody's trying to get information. Page of Swords. Yeah, you got divine intervention. So this is a spiritual download. You know exactly what this person is going through. You don't need to watch this person. Not in the 3D. Energetically, you're the Ace of Wands. You got a direct connection to source of all things, creator of all things. Yeah, you are the master manifester. You are a beautiful, radiant, high vibrational energy. This could have been a little bit difficult for you going into a relationship where you were more ascended than this masculine. Yeah. This is your twin. Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody's gonna love me quite like you. You were made for me. You were made body to body. I'm never gonna love like the... I got so dramatic there. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna love like this. Maybe that's how somebody's feeling. This is your twin. It's like a real twin, y'all. You know, everybody got caught up in the twin contracts. Oh, that's my twin. That's my soulmate. No, this is like a real twin. Like, share the same damn soul type twin. Like, yeah, you scratch your head and they feel it. You know, you scratch your leg and they feel it. You're hungry and they're hungry too. It's that type of twin. Like, sheesh. This is an intense contract. Divine intervention is here, though. Clarify divine feminine. Yeah, I see somebody that was far more ascended than their twin. Okay. Yeah, naturally, not all the time, but feminine energy is always a little bit more mature. Okay, but not always. But in this case, yeah, this is the case. You saw what this contract was about. You saw it. Look, Three of Wands. You saw the beginning, you saw the middle, you saw the end. You saw it all simultaneously at the same time with the Three of Wands. And you knew you had to walk away. Three of Wands is like, you know, I know that this is going to be difficult, but if I don't do this, it's very likely this person won't awaken. Clarify this masculine. Show us the masculine. Yeah. This wanted to come up in the reverse. This person has some type of addictions. This could have been sexual addictions. This could have been addictions, you know, a glutton for drama, arguing, whatever, confusion, the devil. Somebody's trying to let something go. Yeah, I can't make it up. Got the Knight of Wands. Definitely somebody who was in their sexual energy, their prime. Somebody who likes to have a lot of sex. And maybe they chose the wrong partners. Yeah. Get your life together. Leave them hoes alone. Clarify. And divine feminine was like, oh, no, I'm good. This is your twin. You knew it was your twin. You knew your person didn't know that they were your twin. So you knew that your twin didn't know that you were the twin. That if they just got with you, y'all would be twinning and winning. I can't make it up. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about having a difficult decision. You know, making a difficult decision. This could have been difficult for you to walk away from this person. Clarify divine feminine energy. So this was your reasoning. Somebody was too immature. Yeah, you had to leave them out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Whew. Somebody was listening to their higher self. I like it. Okay. So divine feminine, you're in this Three of Wands, planning for the future. Two of Swords. This person couldn't see the connection. They didn't understand. They weren't as evolved as you. They weren't as awakened as you. Somebody was still dealing with low, very low vibrational people. People that like to argue, fight, all that. What is that? No, we can't do nothing with that. What is that? Clarify divine feminine. Yeah. You're still guarded towards this person. You're still very protected. Like you're protecting your energy, you're guarded, okay? Feel like you saw things and could have tried to explain that to this person. Because that 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands is like, I'm leaving to protect my soul, to protect my energy, to protect my space. And if I don't leave, you won't see this devil, Knight of Wands energy. Clarify. The devil wanted to come up in the reverse. Yeah. And somebody was a liar. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is why somebody's in the 9 of Swords. Okay. So somebody went from a Knight of Wands to a King of Wands. With the Ace of Swords, it's like somebody was lying. Yeah. It's the kind of person that could have been trying to verbally attack you. Knight of Swords, because they didn't like the fact that you were, you know, bringing some type of enlightenment to things that they needed to pay closer attention to. Yeah. Only to feel defeated. 5 of Swords. Somebody was very immature. Somebody fumbled their twin. A very high vibrational soulmate. Clarify, divine feminine. Yeah, you called judgment on the shit and walked away. That's really how you do it, divine feminine. You said, Knight of Wands, my ass, the devil, obsession. What? And you a liar? And you want to fight? Oh, no. You know what? Judgment. Stay there. You could have told this person's ancestors on them, like, look, I came into this person's life to help them. They acting an ass. So you reported somebody to the spiritual police and you called down judgment. Clarify, divine feminine. You ain't playing. Look, you like, I ain't got time for that. You're somebody that's psychic. You saw the future. You knew who this person was. You knew the contract. You had a deeper understanding and somebody was completely asleep. Queen of Cups energy. This could be any sign. Queen of Cups is somebody who's psychic, intuitive. You're Daniel in the lion's den. You can see, you're a seer, you're a dreamer. You just have this knack for intuitively feeling. You're a natural born oracle. I love it. Queen of Cups, very caring, loving, and kind. Very compassionate. Clarify, divine feminine. Maybe this is why you're so guarded. Yeah, this is why you're so guarded with the 10 of Cups. I can't make this up. Look at you. You got the 10 of Cups. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune in alignment. And you got the Sun's energy. You could have even said to this person, listen, we're supposed to do something great together. The Sun, you're my person. Somebody couldn't hear you. Somebody couldn't see you in the daytime with the flashlight. Clarify this divine masculine. Because you got 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this poor baby. Somebody needed to heal. This person was wounded, broken. Okay, multiple sexual partners. Leave them hoes alone. Like spiritual ties, you saw it. And I feel like the moment you realized it, you went into this state of like self-protection, self-love. Yeah, you're not a healer. You're a mirror to this person. You're mirroring back to them. This person has to heal themselves. Healers can help other people heal when the person is willing, when the spirit in the body is willing, as they say. Inshallah, when the Most High is willing. But if the spirit in the body is not willing, then it just becomes a situation where you got to make a difficult decision, 2 of Swords, to walk away. Before you get wounded, 9 of Wands. So you left somebody behind because it was detrimental. You saw what your future was. You said, listen, the 10 of Cups is a part of my contract. I called judgment down. Why did you call judgment down? Because you had held up your end of the bargain, man. And somebody was in the 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords wanting to argue. Yeah, like, what is that? You had to let this go. And they're a liar? Somebody's being forced to tell themselves the truth. Even if they don't want to admit that out loud, trust me, they know the truth. You got the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You let this person go. You saw this person as a deficit. That's what I just heard. Damn. You saw some, and I'm just, okay. You saw somebody as a deficit. Clarify. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. This person sees you as stable, grounded, and responsible. You're somebody that's got really good work ethics too. Queen of Cups, it's good balance. Water and earth. Yeah, enough love for yourself, enough care for yourself, balance. 10 of Cups, whatever you do with your Queen of Pentacles energy, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups, You love it. The sun is like passion. Like, I really enjoy what it is that I do for work, or however you make your money or your stability is created. Queen of Pentacles is grounded, well-rounded. Yeah, look, this person sees you as balanced and stable. Somebody sees you as their peace. Peace. Very peaceful energy. Whereas they may not have peace in any other of their relationships, which is why they're in the hermit energy. With the Eight of Wands, people could be texting them. Yeah, they're just not wanting to. Somebody's standing their ground. Somebody's, getting their life together. Leaving all the clowns alone. They're leaving the hoes alone with the Seven of Wands. Somebody's also consulting with the ancestors as well. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. I can't make this up. This person's in love. The lovers. You got the lovers and the twins. Oh, my goodness. Somebody's standing their ground against either a child's mother, past lovers, whatever this is, whatever this spin cycle of like bad decisions was sexually. Somebody's tired. And I feel like had you never walked away, it would not have made much sense to this person to stop doing something. For whatever that means. I felt like you needed to be the rug that was pulled from up under this person to get their attention, or at least that is what the universe is saying. You got the Four of Cups. This person feels as though they've missed an opportunity with you. I also get this feeling of apathy. Okay. Also get this feeling of boredom. Somebody could be bored. Like somebody's like, I need to do something new with my life. This person wants to live. Yeah, self-love. Look at this person. He's coming up as a King of Cups, divine masculine energy. Again, this person could be pulling back from just, getting in the bed with just anybody, right? Maybe he's abstaining. Maybe he wants something more than just sex. I don't know. We'll see. King of Cups is self-love, self-care. This person's mirroring you. It's beautiful energy. Yeah, you represent good karma. Somebody knows that you deserve this version of them. And I feel like they kind of raise the bar by way of what their expectation of love is. Yeah. Whereas maybe before, Knight of Wands with the devil, Ace of Swords, they just met other people who were lying about who they were. If somebody looked good, that was enough. But somebody's going deeper. Hermit energy and the King of Cups, yeah, that's going deeper. That's self-love. The Star energy. I can't make this up. The both of you are mirroring one another. Two people that have gotten their lives together, okay, and left all the hoes alone. And you got the Star energy, which is like recognition, hope, wish fulfillment. Aquarius energy. Clarify what's going on. Yeah, somebody wants to come back. Oh, that's cute. Two of Cups. You may or may not revisit that, but it seems like right now, somebody's going to break their silence with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. One of you could be reaching out to the other. Yeah, because the Eight of Wands was like communication. And then you got the Nine of Wands. You're guarded. You're very, very guarded from this person, divine feminine. Clarify, Queen of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I don't know if you're going to consider. Yeah, you are, but you know this is your person. Oh, Lord, have mercy. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. This is like divine union. Soulmate. Two of Cups. The Star. It's wish fulfillment. But both of you are manifesting one another in some way, shape, or form. Okay? If it's not the both of you being together literally by way of reconciliation, somebody's going to meet somebody that really does carry that same essence. And you're going to meet somebody that carries that high vibrational essence, because these soulmate contracts still need to play out. That's the catch. If it's not you two, whoever you two are drawing in, and it looks like, honestly, you're manifesting one another. Okay? But if for whatever reason you're not thinking to reconcile, you're gonna definitely meet somebody that their essence is very similar to that of your soulmate. Clarify that. Yeah. These could just be friendships too. Maybe you won't be having sex with people, but I just see somebody like getting their life together, leaving some BS out in the cold, starving it out. This is really going to crush a lot of people who maybe they were used to kind of being toxic with this person. Here today, gone tomorrow. Then they see each other. They just have sex. It's like, these are not real commitments. They're not deeply rooted in anything but just sex. There's no emotions there, right? The Tower. So when you get into that King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy, you know, that's overflow of love. That's like emotional maturity. That's loving self. That's, you know, making sure that you make decisions that you can be okay with, right? At the end of the day. Queen of Cups, King of Cups energy is about wisdom and being wise too. You know? Yeah, not so cynical to where you're not open to love, but you listen to your intuition and you're discerning, right? For the right offers is what I feel from the both of you. Four of Swords energy. This is like putting something to rest. This also represents meditation, prayer, relaxation, solitude, going within, having deep thoughts, you know, thinking very deeply, having a moment to yourself. Yeah. Divine intervention is here. There's a huge possibility that somebody could be getting their life together, leaving the Heauxs alone. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like somebody's focused on their money. Whoever this divine masculine is, he's a real man's man. There's you know what I feel from him is like traditional. Like somebody wouldn't dare come towards you without anything to offer. You know, by way of what has materialized in the real world. By way of their work ethics. Like somebody's like, yeah, somebody's not a bum. Yeah, it's not a bum situation. I feel like somebody's working on their money with the Four of Pentacles. They're stressed out though, because they feel like they've missed an opportunity. They could also have some type of debt. Child support is what I just heard. Yeah. Ten of Wands. Somebody is really like contemplating and or doubting that this reconciliation will take place. Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're doubting it. And they also could feel that you have a new beginning with somebody else. Well, do you? Let's see. Ace of Cups. Do you have a new beginning? I don't know. Somebody wants to communicate. I feel like this is telepathically, though. I feel like somebody is like sending you some type of, you know, psychic energy, telepathy in the ethers, you know, by way of communication. Yeah. It's giving, can you hear me now type energy. Like I'm getting my life together. I'm leaving the Heauxs alone. Clarify. Solidify. Yeah, somebody's got a child though. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's got a child. They could be stressed out with the Ten of Wands. Maybe they're working and some of their money or a great deal of their money is going towards a child. Page is like a child. This could be child support. Yeah. It's a Tower. Because somebody feels as though maybe it was okay at first when they were just allowing time to pass, but somebody could feel like they've taken too long to come in and give an offer. Clarify, divine masculine. Yeah. Five of Wands too. They got a lot of stuff. What is this Five of Wands for this divine masculine? Clarify, divine masculine. Page of Wands. Yeah. Somebody's got like something going on with a child. Page of Wands, information. Page of Pentacles could be child support. Five of Wands, it's like they're constantly in conflict with somebody. Clarify. Yeah, they're constantly in conflict. But you know what's so interesting? With the Five of Swords that came up previously, they're not even like arguing with this person. If these people were going back and forth, there's one person that wants to argue. And somebody's like, let me just pay my money and be about my life. This person spends a lot of time in solitude thinking about the future. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. They think about you a lot. Six of Wands. On how to get a victory. On how to like have a better life. Somebody really wants to get there. Somebody could be 40 plus. I'm getting somebody that's like grown. Somebody's like, you know what? I just need to find me somebody to be with that's real good. Like, this is the energy. Because they have options. They have options, yeah. And they don't want anybody. Five of Cups. Maybe they anticipated having a family with this person that they have a child with. But with the Five of Cups, they're just not compatible. Maybe this was just a lesson. Maybe the child is the blessing and they were in the relationship as the lesson. I mean, I don't know. Five of Cups. Somebody's still crying over spilled milk. I feel like this person thinks about the past a lot, probably more than they should. Yeah. Yeah. Page of Cups in the reverse. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This person's going through the dark night of the soul, but I feel like they're going to come out okay. Page of Cups in the reverse represents vision. This could be the dream state, nightmares or something like that. Clarify. This person could be having dreams. Yeah, they are. They're having dreams. I cannot make this up. With the Nine of Swords, see the way that person's laying in the bed. Somebody could be waking up in the middle of the night. They're having dreams that you're going into a relationship where there's going to be equal give and take. I cannot make this up. Page of Cups in the reverse is like a nightmare. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's like waking up in the night like, oh my God. They could have had a dream about you being with somebody else or somebody else coming into your life. Because remember, this is still a twin in the sense that your energies are mirroring one another. Although it appears as though one of you, divine feminine, you've decided not to collaborate with this person in the 3D, in a traditional way, by way of being with them. You've walked away, meaning you've closed the contract, right? And just because you understand that you still have some type of a psychic connection, right? This is like a real deep soul tie, y'all. This is like a real deep soul tie. Hold on, y'all. This is like a heavy deep soul tie, okay? And you could still be picking up on this person's energy, right? But you've not answered the call to finish this contract out in the traditional way that this person would like. Which is they want to reconcile. They want to see you. They want to talk to you. They want to have a conversation. They want to be in love. They want to, that's what they want. Okay? And I feel like that's a final decision. But just because you ended that contract doesn't mean that there isn't still some type of a connection. So you could still have and I know you probably don't want to hear this, a little bit of a spiritual responsibility to this person energetically, right? Meaning maybe you're praying for them. Maybe you're lighting a white candle for them. Maybe you're sending them love and light, enlightenment, so that they can figure out who they are, love themselves. Maybe that's what you're doing, right? This is more than just a cord cutting, y'all. The reason I'm taking my time channeling this energy is because this ain't just like, oh, we're going to cut the cords, that's it. No, this was a very interesting soulmate contract. And with the Five of Wands, I also feel like there were other people outside in interferences that maybe this other person, this divine masculine, once a Knight of Wands, reckless. I feel like this person allowed these people to kind of impede on this relationship. And that's unfortunate because they can't change that. And that's the part that has them up. If somebody's having visions of you being with somebody else, yeah. And the fact that you're standing your ground and getting your wishes fulfilled, Nine of Cups, is a lot for this person to handle. Page of Swords, though, they're watching you. Clarify, divine masculine. They're watching you. Have a new beginning. Divine intervention. You're recovering something emotionally. Water represents overflow of emotions. So you've recovered. You've healed. Clarify, this divine masculine is watching. Yeah, they're watching. Possibly under a secret account. Seven of Swords. As they go through some type of an intense overall awakening. Death. Endings. Shadow work. Clarify, this divine masculine. Page of Swords. Yeah, this person wants to come in and be friends. Knight of Cups. I feel like with the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords and death, you've ended something with them. If they're watching you, they could be watching online. They're under a secret account as somebody that you could be communicating with. Under a fake account. Like that. You know what I mean? Clarify. What's the current energy of this person? Four of Swords. They're restless. They're tired. Four of Swords and death, though. What happened here? Page of Swords. They're getting some type of information. They're watching you, but they're getting some type of information. This could be about their health. Yeah, they're hiding something. They're keeping something from people. Like Four of Pentacles. It's like somebody trying to hold on. They're really guarded, but a little paranoid. Clarify. Divine Masculine. Knight of Swords. It's like they're trying to fight something. They're fighting. Clarify. Yeah, this person is going through it. Self-imposed imprisonment. This could be mental. Somebody's really going through it, y'all. This is the thing, though, you know. Most times when you decide after closing out these karmic cycles that you want to answer the call, right? That means whatever you're called to do, you want to get your life together. You want to leave these hoes alone. Sometimes things just falls apart in order to get put back together. And it seems like somebody is like penny pinching. They're watching you in a new beginning, though. Four of Swords, they got something going on. They're like trying to communicate with you. Okay, if they're watching you, somebody could, this could be a scam likely energy too. You know, you get them scam likely calls. You like, why am I getting calls from California? Why am I getting calls from Georgia? You know, like that type energy. Clarify this person. Yeah, they feel trapped by a child. Maybe somebody is just, I feel like somebody makes the money, and as soon as they do, it has to go. Okay, this is what happens when you create a child. Yeah, you got to take care of your child. So Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, somebody's like holding on to their money, but they're tired, they're exhausted. They're watching you in secret, watching you in this new beginning. The Knight of Swords is like finding the courage. Clarify. What's the Death and the Four of Swords, though? Sheesh. What's Death and the Four of Swords? Somebody wants to apologize. Page of Cups. Yeah, this person's heavily in regret. With the Page of Cups and the King of Cups, it's almost like somebody's apologizing for being so immature. For not being able to see something at the time that they needed to see it. King of Cups and the Page of Cups. Somebody gave you like a flimsy ass, fishy ass, immature ass offer. And you're coming in full steam ahead, committed. Okay? Ace of Cups, somebody had to go through something. But they're in love with you. They got a lot of love for you. Yeah, something about a tower. This is like the truth getting exposed. The tower in the reverse. What's Death, the Four of Swords? Yeah, somebody is like discussing something. They could have even collaborated with people. What's this Three of Pentacles? But it's Divine Masculine. They're watching you. Somebody's watching you. The Star. Public Eye. Page of Wands. You could be speaking your truth. You hear the sirens in the background? Yeah, the Star and the Page of Wands. You could be speaking your truth about something. And somebody's watching you. Yeah, with the Moon and the Ten of Pentacles. Something about how you make your money. If you're in the public eyes, how you make your money. What is this person trying to do? I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot going on. This person's coming up as a Divine Masculine, but they're also coming up as somebody who's hiding their emotions from other people that they could have collaborated with. Okay, or maybe they're trying to act like they didn't care about you, like whatever, I'm good, you know, Divine Feminine's gone, whatever, you know, I'ma just fool with these hoes. And you know, now secretly they're feeling they got to get their lives together and leave the hoes alone. But Five of Swords, this person feels defeated. The Tower's in the reverse. Yeah, the truth is out. Two of Wands. You're not even in the vicinity or wherever this person is. With the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands, this is like you being at a distance. You could have literally like moved or something like that. you walked away. Look, 8 of Cups in the Empress energy, divine feminine energy. 8 of Cups. So you chunked up the deuces. You said adios or arrivederci. So what is going on here? Somebody's watching you get a victory. 8 of Wands in the reverse, but they're getting some type of bad news. Knight of Pentacles. They're coming in with a bare minimum offer. After they betrayed you. So they did something. And whatever it is, it's big. What did they do, Holy Spirit? They missed an opportunity to do something. What did this person do? 5 of Pentacles. They missed an opportunity? This person, whoever they were before, this does not look good. You got the 5 of Pentacles. They missed an opportunity. So now they feel abandoned by you? What the heck? Interesting. Well, I mean, get your life together. Whoever you are, sir. What is going on? What is the deal? Give me the final cards, Holy Spirit. Let me just clear the board. I always like to keep the energy clear. Let's get a little bit of sage, honey, just to kind of, ooh, my goodness. I don't even know. I feel like this person had a lot going on. I feel like somebody was looking for you and something about no communication. 8 of Wands in the reverse, but somebody's watching you. Ooh, here, get you a little bit of that. 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 Okay, so whatever the case, I feel like somebody didn't foresee that something was going to go the way that it did. But there's secrets here, okay? 10 of Swords, this is a big betrayal. But somebody's like heavily in love with you. And with the 4 of Swords and death, oh, what the hell is going on there? Somebody could be in bad health, okay? Yeah, something with the justice system. Who is this person? Divine masculine energy. Somebody's like, yeah, they're in the 5 of Cups. The Hangman, stuck, having to see something from a different perspective. They have to sacrifice something. They have to walk away from something. This could be a way of being, a way of thinking. Maybe this is the Heauxs they got to leave alone. I don't know. 5 of Swords. Somebody's got to lay something down. Put it to rest. Show me this divine masculine. The Moon. There's still some type of secrets going on. What's the secrets? That they feel defeated. King of Pentacles. Something about stability. Something about an offer. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Something about an offer. Okay. 4 of Swords. Somebody's in contemplation. Queen of Cups. You can see this. You're psychic. 3 of Cups. Cancerian energy. Somebody's watching you be celebrated. Show me this divine masculine. Yeah, it's a no. The universe is blocking this. So, but I feel like this person is willing this to be this way. I feel like they're frustrated with the Ace of Cups in the reverse and they're doubting themselves. They feel like, yeah, this is not going to ever be. Like, they might be right, okay? But I feel like Ace of Cups in the reverse. Hermit, they're under judgment, y'all. Somebody's not doing okay. Isolation and judgment. Death and the 4 of Swords is like in bad health. Like, damn. Yeah, divine intervention is here, y'all. Let me tell you something. Whoever this person is, maybe that's why they feel like shit. Maybe they got some type of health issues. There's a lot going on. Whatever they did in the past, it's like it all went full circle. Somebody's stressed out about a child and the mother and money and Ace of Wands. Divine intervention is here. Oh, divine intervention is here. You got a new offer coming through here too. A King of Pentacles, possibly Earth sign energy towards Virgo, Capricorn, and the Nine of Cups. And with the Ten of Swords, what this person do? What this person do? Why is the Ten of Swords? The Lovers. This person betrayed you, put you in competition with people, and got somebody pregnant. Nine of Pentacles. There you go. Virgo energy. Slow moving energy, as in 9 months to have a baby. Clarify. So they're feeling bad. They got somebody pregnant. Damn. Now they're stressed out. This is what happens. Woo. Yeah, so the Three of Pentacles was somebody collaborating with somebody else or giving to somebody else. So with the Four of Cups then and the Five of Pentacles that came out, that was somebody that missed an opportunity that left you out in the cold. They could have been taking from one situation to give to another situation. Clarify. And now they're stuck in it, stressed out. Yeah, Four of Swords, child. They stressed out. Something is exhausting. When somebody had you, they were playing two sides. They could have been hiding the fact that somebody was pregnant. Yeah. Four of Swords. Yeah, they were hiding the fact that somebody was pregnant. Clarify. Yeah, there's a child here, fish in a cup. And they were giving you a fishy offer. Somebody was giving to somebody else. So this is why they're in the Nine of Swords. Okay, sir, now that we see your confessional, what's going on? Yeah, now they're trapped. They with the person that they kept giving to. You walked away? Like, what is this about? Yeah, Ten of Cups. This person went to create a family with somebody else, Ten of Cups. Give me current energy on this person, divine masculine. So somebody got exactly what they wanted, the Star. This could be a child. This could be a new life, Ten of Cups, the Star. Somebody started something with somebody else. And they were cold towards you. You're coming up as a Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's two queens here. Something about your stability, something about your money. And this person was cold towards you. King of Swords. So somebody was like, just kind of like, I don't know, give it to somebody else. You got the Queen of Cups, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could have been secretly married and they didn't tell anybody. I know you lied. Somebody had a whole baby and a man. Like, whatever this is, they hid a lot. Or this is somebody's mother. Four of Wands. Yeah, this is your soulmate. Somebody had like 2 households playing around. I know you lied. Clarify. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was giving you nothing and going and giving somebody else everything with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, Page of Pentacles in the reverse is like a bad investment. Somebody could be regretting, unfortunately, that they had a child with this person. Damn. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they feel like a fool. They feel like they went the wrong way. Fool's energy. Missed an opportunity to have the real Ten of Cups and a family, Hierophant energy, and marriage. Damn. Clarify secrets. Yeah, this person is hiding the fact that they're sad, they're depressed. So if they're in this situation, what's their current energy with this child's mother and what is going on? The Emperor, father of the child. So somebody's, you know, obviously standing up by way of their responsibilities with the Emperor energy. Three of Pentacles. They could be trying to collaborate, okay, for the child's sake, or maybe they're working together. Three of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. So somebody is focused on wealth, focused on their stability. Three of Pentacles. Clarify what's going on. The High Priestess. And this is you. This is you. This is you. Somebody's focused on your stability, your intuition. This is you, Divine Feminine. Somebody's thinking. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Three of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords. They could be talking to somebody. Who's this person talking to? Three of Pentacles. Possibly a Queen of Swords. Or this is you. Somebody wants to come in and collaborate with you. What's the Queen of Swords? They could be talking to somebody about you. Obsessively. A little compulsively with the devil. Or this Queen of Swords is somebody that they talk to. Clarify. What's going on? Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Wands. Somebody knows. Somebody could be getting some type of reading. Somebody could do tarot. Somebody could do something. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, this could be a Capricorn. January. This person could be intuitive. This person talks to this person a lot. Okay? About you. And they're telling them that your future and your destiny, you're in alignment. Somebody has an intuitive around them. And whatever this is putting this man in the Ten of Wands. He's stressed out about what they're telling him about you. And the Nine of Swords. I don't even know. Yeah, because he couldn't see that you were his twin. Yeah, somebody wants to come in and win with their twin. Twinning and winning. Yeah. Spirit is like, I don't know why the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be you, Divine Feminine. This could be you. I don't know. The universe is like, That's why this person's in the Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Universe is like, Damn. Yeah. This person's needing to walk away from something and abandon something. Or at least the idea. They're really in the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's more to the story, but whatever it is, somebody is holding on to this energy for dear life. Okay? Whatever else they did. And with death and the Four of Swords, it's a wrap. Something about the past. Nostalgia. Six of Cups. Strength. Standing in your power. Yeah. There's some type of injustice. Something that somebody did in the past is about to catch up with them. This could have been something illegal with justice in the reverse. Child support court. Something like that. Yeah. Child support. Empress in the reverse. Somebody was given to somebody else. Could have hit a pregnancy, a connection, a marriage was giving you the bare minimum, giving you the page in a, what is this? Page in a cup, fish in a cup, energy, the bare minimum. And they were going off to somebody else, giving them everything. And now somebody has got a very controlling child's mother. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like it's almost not enough money type energy. The Empress in the reverse is a very controlling, dominant, feminine energy. Somebody whose masculine energy is just out of balance, you know? Yeah. And they're watching you. And the Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess, somebody's consulting with somebody. Yeah, there's a Queen of Cups here. And there's a Queen of Pentacles. This could be this person's mother figure. Or godmother. Or sister, cousin. Or it's a feminine in the family. Somebody is absolutely getting some type of consultation, and they're talking to this person about you. So Page of Swords, if they're watching you, somebody could be showing somebody something online. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, it's like somebody could be sharing this with a feminine about you. This person betrayed you so bad. I feel like they don't know how to recover that aspect of whatever this was. Yeah, somebody needs to just let this go. On a good note, I mean, it doesn't mean that this person can't still love themselves, you know, divine masculine energy. This is the kind of person that if they tried to do something bad to you, they really only did it to themselves. That's what they're finding out, okay? So if they stabbed you in the back, literally, figuratively, energetically, trust me, they felt the pain or they're feeling the pain. And that's the part that it's hard for them to, you know, process, I feel. Twin flame dynamic, real soulmate dynamic is intense. It's an energetic pull that you can't even fathom. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak, you know. But it's necessary. So this is the message, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. Thank you for being here in Spiritual Court. I hope you enjoyed the sage. All my information is down below. Thank you for the beautiful love donations. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be back with more readings here. So y'all hang in there. Okay, stay grounded and well-rounded. I love you. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.